Hello, friends. It was such a privilege to get to share a message with you this last weekend on the lost sheep and the lost coin parables. These are parables in Luke that we find, and they're kicking off our first week of our 3-week series that we're calling The Lost Words of Jesus. We call it that because we're looking at parables that show us Jesus' heart for the lost, as well as some tricky things in these parables that might get lost in translation. It was a joy to get to walk through these parables with you, but like I said in the message, these parables hit me where I'm tender, and I think they probably do for many of you as well. There are loved ones in my life who are lost right now, and I know many of you understand that and are also joining me in prayer for loved ones in your life that aren't currently walking with the Lord. But these parables also inspire me to action as we seek, as followers of Jesus, to want to be people who are becoming more like Jesus, people who would be doing the kinds of things that Jesus would do. What better thing for us to be focused on than joining him in his mission to seek and save the lost? As you take some time in your small groups now to process these things together, I want to encourage you to approach your discussion with two things, with gentleness and with boldness. I say gentleness because, like I mentioned, many of us have kind of some tender feelings over this right now, knowing that there are people that we ache to come to or return to their faith. And I'd love for your time in your small group to be a safe place to be able to share that ache together. I bet when the shepherd was counting his flock of sheep and realized that there was one missing, I bet he felt great concern right away. I think we see that evidenced in the way that he dropped everything and left the other sheep to go find that one missing sheep. I think he felt that same ache that we might feel of fear for our loved one, of what kind of danger might they be in or what kind of trouble is around the corner for them. And this sense of desperation, we need to find them because something bad could be on the horizon. But I think we also can't get stuck in those kinds of feelings of fear or concern. We also want to do something about this too. So let's encourage each other, both in gentleness, but also in boldness. Let's encourage each other to seek to be like Jesus in this as we want to seek and save the lost. As we want to have a spirit like the shepherd, we want to have a spirit like the woman searching for her lost coin. These were people who it seemed like they were going to stop at nothing to find what was precious to them. That they were dropping everything else and nothing was going to be picked up again until that lost sheep, lost coin was found. It's so easy for us to become complacent to the state of lost people around us. Even if we have an ache for a lost one, we were reminded about a week ago that there are 100,000 people in our own city here that don't attend a church of any kind. That should wake us up to the state of the desperation around us. And we don't know what tomorrow holds. We don't know how much time we have to go and try to find these lost people and bring them to safety in Christ. So let's encourage each other to be bold. But third, I also want to remind us that the message of both of these parables ends in incredible joy. The joy of relief that is found when the lost person is brought back to safety. How cool would it be if today in your small group you share with each other the name or names of some people who are on your heart, who you would love to see come to faith, and then that happens, and you take time in your small group in the future to celebrate, to throw a party that this lost person has been found, knowing full well that not only are you celebrating this, that you are celebrating alongside God and his angels. I think that would be an incredible experience for your small group. So take advantage of this opportunity now to process these things together, to share what God is stirring on your heart. And as you're seeking to be like Jesus in this area of your life, to do what he would do, encourage each other on with gentleness and boldness.